Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode of what it takes to dominate in any industry and become an highest paid coach or a consultant with Spoorthi Vishwas, actor, author, success mentor and director of Dream Big group of companies and whatnot, I should say. Firstly to start off the conversation, I should say thank you Spoorthi. So 2 months back when we did this online, I told you, I said okay, I would want to come back for another episode with you, and if you wish so. And I didn't know I will become so lucky again so soon to talk to you, to understand, and to experience the energy of Spoorthi. Now tell me, how actor, author, mother, sorry I missed that, mother and director of Dream Big group of companies with such a smile on your face, power in your attitude, consistently been able to move forward and forward. What it takes, how you've been able to doing all these things.
So Poornima, you actually told me the reason why I'm back again to speak with you, because the way you introduce is, it's not just about telling the facts or anything like that. It's beyond that. There is some energy within you that you actually speak with that excitement, and you kind of resonate, and you kind of feel the presence, and you be with me. So that's something I liked about you, and that's why I'm here. Hi everyone, Spoorthi Vishwas here, and thank you so much for having me here, because when you talk about dominating the industry, I feel ki it's nice to hear, because this journey was not easy. Poornima, this journey may look very fast for a lot of people because social media has come up in the last 3 years, but this journey has taken more than 15 years. So I went on stage when I was 3 years old, and I have faced a 2 lakh kind of an audience when I was 18. So ಆಗಿಂದ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಬಂದಿರೋ ಜರ್ನಿ ಈಗ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸಡನ್ ಫೇಮ್, ಸಡನ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಅ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಜರ್ನಿ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಸಿವಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಪವರ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನೇ ಬಂದರೂ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದೇರ್ ವರ್ ಡೇಸ್ ದಟ್ every woman will feel ki okay, this is the end, okay, this is the time I have to give up. And in that moment probably there's some spark in me that I felt no, I should not give up, and that's why I'm probably here. There's a long way to go, Poornima. There's a long way to go, because women in this world, being in the space of achievers, speaking to a lot of achievers in the last 6 years, what I've realized is there are millions of women who have done exceptionally big work. We're not even there. So I think there's a long way to go, but somewhere we've not stopped. That's why it is like every year on year we are at least 2 steps ahead or 3 steps ahead. But in the last 3 years the growth and progress has become a little faster, so which is something I feel good about.
And how do you feel about it? What keeps you going? Because you said it's not easy. 15 years, and I know what it takes to move continuously, consistently 15 years. As you said, women especially, a lot of time I'd have felt like giving up. So what it takes, what made you keep moving forward consistently, and how did you come so far? What was that power in you?
Okay, I would not say it was a power. I would probably call it as right choices. In the initial stage I made right choices with my career. Later I made right choice with my relationship. After that I made right choices with my money, and then probably I made right choice with my team, and then I made right choices with my intentions beyond all of this. So I always made right choices at the right time. I think this is something, it's come from my mother. She always used to tell me one thing, ಮಗಳೇ ನೀನು ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಮಾಡು, ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರೋ, ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡು, ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ತಗೋ. ಅಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಅ ಡಾಟರ್ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹೆಣ್ಮಗು ಗಂಡು ಮಗು ಅನ್ನೋ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದಂಗೆ ಬೆಳೆಸಿದ್ರು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ದ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ದ decision making power with me ever since my childhood. This gave me a lot of authority to make right choices, do mistakes, learn and evolve. So what happened is like, ನೀನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡು, ನೀನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಲ್ಲ, ನೀನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಅದು ಸರಿ ಅಂತ ನಿನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾದಾಗ don't take a step back. This is something my mom always kept saying, because I'm a 2 times dropout, which probably a lot of people don't know. Today I might be doing my MBA and started my PhD also, but I'm a 2 times PUC dropout. when this happened, every parent, maybe they react in a very different way. But I remember my mom telling me when I dropped out from PUC, she just made me sit and she was like, ನೋಡು ಮಗಳ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ನೀನು ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಗ ಜಾಲಿಡೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸೈಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಯು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಬಿಗ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟರ್. ಅವಾಗ ಥರ ದರ್ಶನ್ ಸರ್ದು ಪೋಖ್ರಿ ಹಿಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೀಮ್. So you're in that gloom of, you're working with a very huge team and it's a super hit movie in Telugu and all of that. And I was in that high energies and all of that. ನೀನು ಏನೇ ಮಾಡೋ ಮಗಳೇ, ಕೊನೆ ತನಕ ನಿನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಇರೋದು ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಒಂದೇ. ಅದು ಇವಾಗ ನೀನು ಏನೇ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೋದು, ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಅದು ಇದು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ನೀನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ? ಸೊ ನಾನು ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಏನೂ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, ಯು ಮೇಕ್ ಯೋರ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್. So when she said that, I think something really struck me and I said, okay, no matter what, how busy I am, I'm going to complete my education. I'm going to finish my education. I still remember there were days, Bahadur shooting nadita ittu with Dhruva Sarja. I was shooting in Melkote and there was a shoot in Chennai. I was doing a Tamil film. I finished Melkote shooting at 2 a.m. in the midnight. I drove back to Bangalore airport. From there, I flew down to Chennai. I finished a whole day shoot. Then I came back to Bangalore the next day. Again, I shot for this same movie, which was night shoot. And then morning, I had my exam. So I went back to Bangalore from Melkote and wrote my exam. So these are days which actually tested the perseverance. I'm still gonna make it. So these are some days which like kind of pushed me, saying that you have the ability. Anta.
There are days that pushed you, but I would really want to know, were there any days that said, okay, Spoorthi enough, I'm gonna give up, I want to quit at this point? Atara yavdadre any one incident that made you think like, okay, I'm gonna give up now?
Honestly, ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಜರೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬೋದು. ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀ, till today I have never got this thought ever in my life that I'm gonna give up anta. But it has tested my patience to an extent that I've broke out sitting in my car when nobody is seeing. I've cried my heart out saying that, okay, is this what I can resist? Is this what my perseverance is? Can I push myself harder? So there are many times that I've tested my patience, I've cried, I've bursted out, but there were no days that I have questioned myself. Okay, will I give up now? Is this a time that I want to give up? No. I don't think I have gone to that thoughts, because probably, again, I would like to bring my mom's name. She's instilled extreme positivity in me, saying that ನನ್ನ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡಲ್ಲಿ, ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳನ್ನ ಹೋಗಿ ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂತ ಮಾತಾಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. When it comes to my mother's family, I've seen fathers, my uncles, my mama and all speaking to their wives, ನೀವು ಬಂದ್ರಾ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರಾ. So I come from a very, very, ಏನಂತಾರೆ, very, I don't know the right word, but maybe I will say well-behaved family. And whenever there is a family conversation, as a child, I have never heard not a single person in my family speaking negative about another person. You get it, right? When there's a community or there's a family sitting, there could be some conversation talking about others, making fun. My family, it's always about us being in that moment, enjoying, being positive. I'm not even exaggerating, and this is how my family is even now. So I've been raised by a very, very progressive family, and that brings in and installs a lot of positive thoughts in me. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ನಾನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಡ್ರೈನ್ಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಆದಾಗೂ ಕೂಡ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಈವನ್ ನಾವು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 3 years ವಾಸ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಇನ್ ಅ day before yesterday I was just counting how many tasks did I do. I was almost like 18, and trust me Poornima, out of that 18 tasks which was extreme tasks, I think almost 14 tasks were of different things.
Oh my god.
It's not of the same job profile. I was like, shit, Spoorthi, you're doing too many things. It's time to stop and, kind of narrow it down. So I was thinking that. So even that days, kind of you're like sitting in front of the system morning 8 o'clock and shutting it down at probably 1 in the night or 2 in the night, and still you feel like next day I'm gonna wake up with the same energy.
That's superb. As a woman, I want to understand this from a power woman. You said you've been doing, 14 tasks in different vertical. Now, how do you get time or energy to do that, especially as a mom? How can you manage all these things very well so easily? I don't find it easily, to be very honest, to see. You may feel, but then how is it? How do you manage that?
Okay, so as a mom, that's what you mentioned first thing. So when it comes to women, namge yavaglu first responsibility as a woman, you're asking me this question, and you yourself put this thought of as a woman, as a mother, that becomes your first priority.
Okay. Many of women like
Yes.
me.
Yeah, I definitely agree that, and that is how it is. But in my case, I don't know if I'm super blessed with that. One, I have an extremely understanding daughter. Because if you ask me who's the senior most team member in my company, it's my daughter. Because she's been with me since the time she was 3 months. I used to take her to the events in those, baby trolleys. So she's seen her mother working her ass off ever since she was a kid. And now when I'm in an event, when I'm doing, she's right next to me. She's everybody's daughter in my team. And when I am not there, my husband takes a fullest responsibility of my daughter. Like, I don't even have to worry about my daughter. A thought process kuda barala, how is my daughter? Because my husband makes sure that she's the queen. So in that sense, I think if I have to ask something to the God, I would say give all my happiness to my husband, give all my happiness to my daughter, and that itself will give me power to kind of do the best possible in my life. I know my daughter is safe, my daughter is happy with my husband, and the moment that his work is done, his business hours are done, he's there for her. However busy he is, if I am not there, if I am there, that is also there, Poornima. If I am there, he doesn't do anything. But if I'm not there, he will go to any extent and do everything for his daughter. So that's given me superpower as a mother. That's what I want to tell you. So it puts down a lot of load from me. Okay, my daughter is happy and safe. And that's when you come out of a role of a mother and get into the actual role of being an entrepreneur, where you're running 3 businesses and also heading a company as a marketing head, right? So this also comes with a lot of responsibility, and you can give your 100%, because when you're at office and you're still thinking, how is my daughter, how is my husband, and if there's any issues going on in your house, your mind and your brain and your heart is half there, half disturbed, so that you can't give your 100% to the place where you are, right? That makes a huge difference and makes it complicating for every individual. It's not just for women, okay? If you're a growth oriented person, whether you're a man or a woman, if you don't have a supportive partner, you can't make it.
Difficult.
A successful woman has a supportive partner or a no partner.
Okay, what if there's no supportive partner?
Then the mentally disconnected partner. That's the only option. Either the person has to be 100% supportive, or if he's not supportive, there's a lot of cases the woman has to choose between the growth or relationship. This is what the reality is. Let's get real, right? When you speak, it's the same with men also. It's nothing different.
True.
So if a man wants to become successful, ನಾನು ಏನಾದರೂ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಸಾಧಿಸ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಇಫ್ ಹಿಸ್ ವೈಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ನಾನಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಿನಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಇಡೀ ದಿನದ ಕಷ್ಟ ಮರೆತು he will feel that comfort and that kind of ಆ ಒಂದು ಖುಷಿ ಸಿಗತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ನನಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, that gives him 10x more power. And it's the same with women. When she goes back to work after all that stress and after all that work life that comes along with her in the whole day, women are more emotional. When she goes back home, and if that person is there standing next to you, is like, how was your day? This is all it takes to give her the 10x energy the next day to wake up for.
That's great. Guys, please listen. If you're a parent, mother or father, don't blame your partner. take charge. That's what you mean to say.
It's mutual. It's 100% mutual, because it's, I've seen a lot of women giving interviews saying that, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, it's very important to have a supportive husband. It's equally important to have a supportive wife.
Sure.
And no matter what, if my husband wants to achieve something, I will give my 200% to support him. And it's the same with my partner. And that's when you can do it mutually. Otherwise, it's not possible.
That's great. Every time I talk to you, there's light of an enlightenment. The question that I ask, the answer that you give, I keep thinking, Poornima, this is for you. This is for you. And that's so lovely. And I really love it.
And this is a universal fact, alva. I mean, Poornima, one thing is for sure. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ದುಡ್ಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನೀವು ಏನೇ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಂದರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಬಿಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್, ದಟ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಇನ್ನೋಸೆಂಟ್ ಯು, that person needs that partner to hold you, and nothing is beyond that. And if your partner is holding your hand, ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ದುಡ್ಡೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋದ್ರು, ಝೀರೋಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೂ, you will still have that courage. ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. And let me tell you this, I don't know, I've probably not told this anywhere. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸರ್ತಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ತೊಗೋತೀರಾ, ವೆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಕರೇಜ್ ಟು ಡೂ. ಆಲ್ ಐ ಸೇ ಇಸ್, you know what, at somewhere in the back of my head, to take big chances and big risks, I know if I ever fall, there's that one man who holds me up.
Beautiful.
ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಮಾಡಲ್ವೋ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡೋಣ, ಬಟ್ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ನಾನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಎಡವು ಬಿದ್ದರೆ ಯಾರು ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿತಾರೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ, ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೀ ಅಪ್. ದಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಮೀ ಇಮ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರೇಜ್.
That's beautiful.
ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇದ್ರೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
That's nice. Now let's keep Vishwas as father aside. Now, what is Vishwas to Spoorthi?
He's the most boring husband you can ever have.
I didn't expect this, to be honest.
We have never gone on dates. No I love yous.
Okay.
No fancy messages or anything. He's the most boring person, most boring partner you can ever have. That's the fact about him. But the fact is that the person within him idella, I think Vishwas is the most genuine and real person you can ever meet in your life. ಅಂದರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾಲಂತ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇವನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಜರೇಟಿಂಗ್. ಎವ್ರಿ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಮೀಟ್ಸ್ ಹಿಮ್ feels this.
Beautiful. That's
my team, he's like an ideal anna for my event team or the production boys or my camera team or anybody. The first time Vishwana, you get that when Vishwas is there, they feel protected. When Vishwas is there, they feel nice. And imagine what kind of that feeling of security he can give to his wife.
true.
And that's always there in the back end of my head. And he knows, as a wife, if you keep her business, her work, her career, her growth, and giving back to the society as a trainer, and if you keep her family, myself and my daughter, it weighs equal to her. And that's something he's understood. And for me, I know Vishwas, a person, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ನಂಬಿ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಥ್ ಕೊಡೋಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಬೋರಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಏನೇ ಇದ್ರೂ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋನಾ ಬಿ ವಿತ್.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Now talking to you, I can sense that energy and the purest form of love that you have, you share with your husband, your daughter and your work. Okay, let's keep the family aside. Have you ever felt, because I know especially you being a mom, woman, and heading the company, doing so many other things, and you stand up for your team, stand up for women. As a woman, you try to break certain stereotype and stand by them and hold support. Idella madbeku andre obviously there are people who's going to blame game. There are people who's going to blame game you for voicing out things. There are people who's going to blame game for standing up for people around or for yourself. Have ever this happened to you? I know maybe family might not be the game. We can keep the family aside. Apart from that, is there anyone who's done that to you? If so, how did you deal with that?
So when I kind of get these counter questions, I really wonder, okay, is it that God has been so good to me?
Oh my God.
So I question myself, okay, so do I have anything negative to say, or is it like really going good? To be very honest, uh, I support women and I don't blame men. I definitely support women, and I say that you are your own responsibility for your success. Do not blame men and the kind of non-support that you get from your family. The moment you stand up for yourself, everything falls in place. You are the one who's not taking that initiative. Okay, I know, I have seen, and I've been part of a lot of training programs. So far we have trained, I think, more than 20,000 women, and the common thing that comes in picture is, I don't have a support. Okay, then I didn't have a father who said, Magle nin madu. I didn't have brother who said, Nin madappa naan nodkontini, ನೀನು ಆಚೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಾನಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Nor I went out and said that, there were men who supported me around. Of course, over time, Vishwas was there, but I took the own responsibility of my growth. And it's not the same situation, I agree. There are extreme situations with a lot of women. Like, ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಗದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಒಂದು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ, ಈವನ್ ಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ 1 hour ಟು ಯೋರ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪುಟ್ ಯು ವೇ ಅಹೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಯೋರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ವೆನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ ಇಯರ್. Right? So don't dream of success by just sitting and blaming somebody and keep delaying it. Take the responsibility, put half an hour, 1 hour for your success, for your growth, for your well-being, and that's going to put you way forward in your life.
That's beautiful, and that's the beauty of Spoorthi too, taking the responsibility, and you don't blame men. That's something that I
Absolutely,
really love.
I never blame men. ಏನಕ್ಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ it is extremely important to get the support when you want to do something. Alone, you can do very little. In this, it hit a toll on my health. In the last 1.5 years, no fitness, no health concerns. I mean, concerns ಅಂದರೆ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಫೋಕಸೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಮೈ ಪ್ರಯಾರಿಟಿ. ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 8 o'clock ಎತ್ತರೆ 8 o'clock-ಇಂದ 10 o'clock I used to sit in front of the laptop, start working. Like ಮ್ಯಾಡ್ನೆಸ್. ನನಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಅನಿಸ್ತಿತ್ತು, ನಿಂಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಐ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್, ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಮೂನ್ ಲೈಟಿಂಗ್. ಐ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮೈ ವರ್ಕ್, ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ at 8 o'clock, kind of have my food and everything, spend some time with Sanvi, put her to sleep at 10 o'clock. And like a mad woman, I used to work till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and sometimes 3 o'clock in the midnight. And when I shut my laptop, my head used to feel like, but ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ನಾನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಅ ಇಯರ್ ಐ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇಟ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟಾಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದರಿಂದ ದೆರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಒನ್ ನೈಟ್ Vishwas was not there, Sanvi was not there, they were in his parents' house. So I was sleeping all alone, and suddenly palpitations started increasing. And in heart beating touch madre, it was so high, I could literally feel that heartbeat was going extremely high. I was like, okay, Spoorthi, relax. I have to breathe slow, because I personally make everybody do all of this relaxation and, kind of slow meditation and all of that. Like, okay, breathe. Took a deep breath, did everything possible. But at a point of time, I was like, no, this is not something which is common. It's not just a sudden spike of anxiety, it's something else. And then I was like, okay, ನನಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬದುಕಬೇಕು, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. So I'm not going to wait for anybody. I'm going to rush to the hospital. Let me go directly. I just went down, took my car, and ಕಾರ್ ಓಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೀಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Like I literally could sense the heartbeat. And I went to the hospital. I said, listen, I'm feeling that palpitation is increased. And I went there, and they took a ECG. ECG had some error.
Oh.
And somewhere of the corner of my heart, corner of my ears, I was like, it could be slight heart attack. I was like, what did it just hear? It could be like, it was a game changer for me. It was not, by God's grace. I'm 30 and it can't be that way. But, some nurse, I don't know what kind of stupid female she was. She freaked the hell out of me. And I was like, shit, no, this is not happening. And then they checked, there was some... they realized that there's a lot of anxiety that's going on, not because of any personal issues or any emotional damages or anything like that, but because I was taking a lot of load on work. So I was put on medication for 3 months with anxiety tablets and all of that, and then I realized, okay, if I don't value and respect my body today, it's gonna have a long hit. In a day, I'm not able to respect and give time of 1 hour to my body will not respect me. And that day I took a decision that I'm gonna respect my body. Every single day, no matter what, at least 5 days a week, I'm gonna give 1 hour of my 24 hours to my body, to my health, to my fitness, because this body carries me and this deserves at least 1 hour. If I have to go a long way, and if I have to achieve all of this dreams that I'm carrying of building an empire, creating a legacy and all of that, it's this body which carries it, and it's this body which has to support. So I'm going to respect it. And that day I took a challenge, not to lose weight, not to look better, nothing else, but just to stay healthy and fit. And now I think after 2 years I took the decision, no matter what, if 2 hours of my work is reduced, it's okay. I'm going to take that load over Sunday or whatever it is, but I'm going to work out every single day, at least 5 days a week, wherever I am, in whichever part of the world I am.
That's beauty. And that's the way they say, health is your wealth.
Absolutely. ಆ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲಂತೂ ನನಗೆ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ತಿಗೆ ನೀನು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನೀನು ಏನೇ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ನೀನು ಏನೇ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದ್ರು, ನೀನು ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಬಿ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡೇ. ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾಧಿಸೋದೇನಕ್ಕೆ? ಒಂದು 15 ವರ್ಷ 20 ವರ್ಷ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಪೀಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಆ ಪೀಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಹೆಲ್ತಿಂದ ಸಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್?